Hey, Blue Group. So this is Miss Ballish. And as you know, I am not there because I am on vacation. I'm on a cruise. So I know that you are starting this new round of Blue Group on Wednesday, October 26th. And everything is going to be due on November 17th, which is a Thursday. But I wanted you guys to be able to go ahead and get started, and hopefully this will help alleviate any questions that you might have. So I'm going to go ahead and explain all the tasks, and I'm going to leave copies behind for you so that you can go ahead and get started. Okay. The first task I have for you, first choice, is a computer game task, which looks like this. Basically, it's just a couple of big word problems here. You're designing a computer game. You know that the screen is made of grid paper, thousands of points called pixels. And so basically you are making a character. There's points, and then you have to find the perimeter and the area. And then, he's able to change the size. So write a rule. Anyway, so that's talking about dilations. So you would just, this would be printed along with this graph paper. And this task is only worth 10 points. I don't anticipate this task taking any longer than maybe one class period. Okay. Your next choice is to sing a song or rap. So kids tend to mix up all the different types of transformations: translation, reflection, dilation. We haven't gotten to rotations yet, so please don't include that yet. Anyway, this would be for you to create a song or a rap to try to help them keep it straight. Okay, you're going to type up your lyrics, submit them as a Google slide, and then record yourself, or you can have a friend record for you as you sing or rap live. You're going to send me an email with your recording. It says upload your recording to Canvas, but I think you can probably just email it to me. Okay. Open Middle. We've done Open Middle a few times now. The only difference between this one is that now you have a recording sheet to go with it. Okay. There are 3 activities talking about similar figures. Here's one: similar triangles, and Pythagorean theorem. Okay. The writing says to choose one of the activities and complete the recording sheet. Okay. So let's just pretend that I choose this one. All right. Now, most of the time, the first time you do something, you don't get it correct. Okay. So on here, I want you to write down whatever your first attempt was. Most of the time it's not correct. I don't expect it to be. It's usually not for me. And it says, what did you learn from this attempt? How will your strategy change on the next one? Okay. And then maybe you still don't even have it right on the second attempt. Then write about it. And what would you change? How did you finally get it right? It might not take the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, maybe up until the 6th attempt for you to get it right. But this is just a quick little writing thing. Okay. And this is all worth 20 points. So 15 points for the 3 open middle tasks. You must complete all 3, and then 5 points for the recording sheet. Okay. The next task is to be a tourist in a foreign country. You're going to take an imaginary trip to a foreign country. So you get to pick the country. You're going to go to Google Maps and you're going to type in the country. You're going to print out the map. So you may need to get some help with that, of how to print that out here. We may need to pull it up on a teacher computer and then send it to be printed. Okay. It tells you to get the scale that's on Google Map, and you need to record it. So you're going to go through here and find several different distances. Okay. Choose a place to start, and then you're going to label that A, and then the next one would be point B. So within wherever you're going, let's just say I pick, I don't know, France. So then maybe I would go from not just Paris, or maybe I want to do specifically Paris, then I might go from the Eiffel Tower to somewhere else. I don't know. I can't think of anything else in France because I've never been. But anyway, so you're going to have all your distances here, and then you're going to convert them to miles using the scale. Okay. What is the total distance that you travel? Then you're going to go to exchangerate.com, because as you know, in other countries, they don't use dollars. So you got to figure out what their thing is that they use, rubles or pesos or whatever that they use. Okay. And there's several questions here about making those different conversions. Okay. At 3 of your destinations, you decide to go on an excursion or adventure. What did you do and how much did it cost? So that means you're going to, again, research something that you can do there. What did it cost? Including local currency as well as US dollars. Make a cover with your project with pictures from the place that you decided to visit, and be creative. Okay, again, so you can print those out at home if you'd rather. because I don't have a color printer here. It might be better. Or if you decide to do this digitally, you could have pictures and then, of course, share it with me through Google, okay? This whole project is worth 20 points. The next project is a tessellation project. It's been a few years since I've done one of these, but they're so much fun. But basically, it talks about how to make a tessellation, okay? You essentially, this is step by step, but you take a square card, okay, and I can help you with this if you want to wait for this until I get back. So a square card, it tells you to make some sort of design. Let me make this bigger. You basically make a design and you cut it out. Then you take that piece, slide it over, and tape it. You see how they did that right there? Then, don't turn the page. You're going to cut another design out. You take it, slide it directly the other way, and you tape it, okay? And then you've created this funky shape. Now, a lot of times the funky shape, it doesn't look like anything at first until you start doing the tessellation. So you take a big piece of paper, like one of those big manila papers, start in the center of the paper, like how they did, trace the shape, and then you slide it in every direction. You see how they're talking about it? And you trace it. Every time you slide it and you trace it. And what you'll want to do is you're going to fill up the entire page, okay? Here are some good examples. See how they filled up their entire page? And maybe a pattern comes out to you. This one is not. I said it's cute, but there's some white space at the top and the bottom, and it's not cut corner to corner, okay? So hopefully this will help you. Escher is a famous artist that uses tessellations a lot. If you want to research him, I also have a book about him in my classroom if you want to ask me about it when I get back. This project, tracing the shape with no blank space, 6 points. Color and creativity. There is an algebraic representation that you're going to be using to describe your tessellation, and that is worth 8 points. Okay, if you have questions about this, you will let me know. All right. Next, I have a scale model project. So scale drawing is like a map, but a scale model is like the globe, right? It's something that is usually smaller, sometimes bigger than the original. If I was doing a scale model of like a cell, well, then obviously my model would be bigger than the actual one. But a model like the globe is obviously smaller than what it represents, okay? So I put some examples in here. Donald Trump, it could be obviously the current president, any president. It doesn't have to be Donald Trump. It could be Seven Lakes. It could be anything around here, or even like the last year I did this, I had a student that did Gru from the Minions movie. It was so cute. Okay, so you're going to actually come up with, you're going to need to get your own stuff. Like he built his out of clay. So you are going to need to provide your own materials here, okay? It says to pick a model and brainstorm ways to do it. Drawing, not drawing, well, I guess for your maybe your rough draft, but so you're actually going to build a model, okay? So like I said, he used clay that did it before. You could use Play-Doh, things like that, okay? You have to write a one-page proposal that you have to turn in. You have to tell me what you're going to make and why you chose that. What is a similar figure? What is a scale? What is a ratio? And how you're going to create it. Lots of other things here to help you with your rough draft. You can read through. And this is worth 40 points because this one also might take you a little bit of time. Okay, so here's all these pieces to it, again, worth 40 points. And now that I say that, oh no, it does have 40 points. Good job. Okay, the last thing is a quizzes. We've done quizzes before. This should not be new, so please make sure you read through these directions specifically. You are going to have an answer key with your steps and your solutions talking about these transformations. This is worth 20 points, okay? If you have any major questions, please try to answer most things on your own because Ms. Maylard and Ms. Restrepo, they might be able to help you, but they are not the ones that created these things. I did. So try to do as much as you can, and I will be back on the following Monday, okay, on the 31st. You guys take care. See you soon.